Morning, everyone. This is your girl, Chrisean. Welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about Chrisean Rock. She's officially being sued by James Wright Chanel. Now, James Wright Chanel, he first came on the scene when he went viral, and he was screaming about Patty's pies. He the one that made Patty's sweet potato pies go viral, because he did like a little viral video when he was saying how good it was, and he was like, Patty, Patty, Patty. And so, it made her pies, it made the sales increase. Everybody started buying Patty's pies, and Patty's brought him, like, they did like a duo, like, I think they did like an advertisement, or it was a video. She kind of like reached out to him, thanked him, and then like, she thanked him, but I think she kind of did it like in a shady way. And because she was just like, oh, I'm the one who sell my pies. You know what I'm saying? My pies was selling on its own. You know what I'm saying? She threw some type of shade, you know what I'm saying? But people came down on her, and they were just like, no, the reason why your pies became famously known because of this viral video. You understand? So that's, James Wright claimed the fame when he went viral for Patty's pies. Ever since then, he's been Tamar Braxton background singer / friend. So he's been touring with her on and off throughout the years, and I believe he worked with other artists as well. But James Wright Chanel, because there's another James Wright, it's a white guy, so I'm going to make sure I say James Wright Chanel. He is suing Chrisean Rock. Now, y'all know I get tongue twisted with her name. I may say Chrisean Rock, but like I said, don't hold me to it. It just, I said how I feel like it's spelled. I know it's Chrisean, but I may say Chrisean. But he is suing her, okay, because an incident happened a couple of months ago back in November. Tamar Braxton, extended an invitation to Chrisean Rock to come on her, she was touring, to come to her show, and she was only supposed to be involved in this twerk contest. But she was in Baltimore, and y'all know Chrisean Rock is from Baltimore, and also Tamar, the Braxton's family is from Baltimore. So she decided to, extend an invitation, invite her to the show, just to only, to show her like big sister love, even though, she have a bad stigma behind her name with violence, like fuck shit, y'all know this young lady. So she didn't want to judge her. She just wanted to be nice, show her some sisterly love. This is what Tamar Braxton said, and she invited her to the show, and there was a misunderstanding with Chrisean Rock and James Wright Chanel as to when it came down to the twerk contest part. Chrisean Rock was a no-show. She wasn't there. I don't know where she was. She was backstage. I don't know, doing the whole thing. But she did not actually present herself during a twerk contest, and they were looking for her. So there was some type of misunderstanding where Chrisean Rock thought that she was supposed to perform, and she was not there to perform. So I don't know where the miscommunication went out the window. But like I said, James Wright Chanel basically was telling her, no, you here only to just twerk. And I guess she got mad when he was trying to explain to her why you was brought here for. So she got in her feelings and got upset, and she punched him multiple times in the face. And this is according to James Wright Chanel. And when she punched him multiple times in the face, he had a busted nose. I believe she chipped to his teeth. His teeth was broken, and he had a bloody face and a bloody mouth. And of course, security intervened, or the people that was around broke it up. They put her somewhere, and shortly after, she quickly left the show. Because y'all know they called the police. They had to call EMT, medical response, because I was told by one of the staff that was there, his nose wouldn't stop bleeding. So they did the right thing, called 911. Of course, police going to always show up on the scene because there was an incident, and, EMT. So after this had happened, James Wright, of course, he took a medical leave of absence to basically, he had to get some plastic surgery, I guess, for his face because he had lacerations, cuts. Now, mind you, Chrisean Rock, she always wears a lot of these rings, these diamond rings, and they're like chunky rings. So, and she wears them on all of her fingers. I won't say all 10 fingers, but majority of her hands has rings on it. So imagine when she punched him multiple times. Of course, she fractured, his face. I can imagine this girl got a really, really tough punch, a hard punch. Mind you, this is, even though he's a, plus size, black male, he is, he's a gay black male, he could have, quickly, retaliated and, beat her ass, but he didn't do that. He took the high road, and she's a female. You know what I'm saying? But he had the right to defend himself. Because this girl is very reckless. She's off the chain. She had like she the baddest thing since sliced bread out here, until she run up on the right one and get hurt. And I don't want that for her, but it's going to happen. Because that's all she do. She just know violence. She wake up with violence. She sleep with violence. Violence is in her life 24/7, unfortunately. Okay, so, he decided earlier this week, I believe this was February the 5th or the 6th down there in Los Angeles, because this happened in LA. And he decided to file charges against her, and not only file charges, but file a lawsuit at the same time, which rightfully so, he has the right to. Because she messed up his face, and it caused him extensive medical damages. And also, he has to pay for that out of his pocket until she gets sued. And he has to get his, his money back. But he had to come out of pocket for seeing a doctor, of course, going to the hospital. I heard he had to see a plastic surgeon for his face. He also had to fix his broken teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of money that had to came out his pocket. And also, like I said, he lost money because he couldn't, perform with Tamar Braxton at her shows due to this incident. So, a lot of people were screaming months ago, he needs to sue, he needs to sue. A lot of people were telling him to sue. So finally, he have came around to suing her earlier this week. And from my understanding, they said, Chrisean Rock, I believe some videos, I can't, it's a lot with this young lady, because she's always on live, and she's talking about either Blueface, about haters, trolls. She's all over the place. I really don't follow her, but I had heard that she had responded. I think she was in the airport, and she responded to James Wright Chanel lawsuit, was saying that she's not being sued, and it's not her fault, it's them. She always plays victim. When people come after her and hold her accountable, it's always them, and it's not her. No one told you to put your hands on this overly grown man. Okay, you did that on your own because you got in your feelings when they was trying to correct you. You don't like, criticism. You don't like direct criticism. They were trying to correct you and tell you, no, you was not here to perform. You was here to do a twerk contest. But still, it was all fun. And mind you, hey, you would have had a good time. And she was also a little bit tipsy and drunk that night as well, because I heard they was having like a personal prayer. Tamar Braxton and Toni Braxton, her sister, also was a guest appearance at that show. And that's why a lot of people showed up, because, everybody love, Toni Braxton. They love Tamar too, but come on now. Y'all know Toni Braxton the GOAT. So, her bigger sister was there, and they was having a prayer meeting. And I heard that, behind the scenes, Chrisean Rock kind of tried to intervene or interrupt their prayer circle. And Toni Braxton kind of gave, her this look like, are you serious? This young lady is wild. So I'm pretty sure that was the first time Toni Braxton encountered Chrisean Rock. She's heard many things all over social media about her always fighting. She's on these Zeus networks with the Bad Girls Club, South or East, West, however. You know what I'm saying? Her reputation is always aggressive, fighting, doing something stupid. She's always famous for doing something stupid. So, like I said, James Wright Chanel is suing that ass. Okay? And also, in the lawsuit, no, not the lawsuit, with her being charged with battery, he's also put in there that she used a racial slur, I guess, after she punched him and she was talking mess. I think she might have called him, like faggot or punk or something like that. So he also added that, in the charges. Now, I had heard the DEA, basically, of California had already picked up on this, whether he decided to press charges or not. I kind of, I've been looking at a lot of videos, reading a lot from different sources. Everybody has different, stories, point of views about this. But I heard that she was already, it was already picked up by the, state attorney anyways, whether he pressed charges or not. But this serves her right. This is what she get. A lot of people are like, no, because she's a mother. Okay, she's a new mom. Her son only a few months old, maybe 6 months now, 5 or 6 months old, but she still continued reckless behavior, and she needs to be held accountable for physically assaulting someone. This is battery, and I hope it's felony battery and not a misdemeanor, because this is not her first time. Remember, about a year ago, she had punched another lady. It was a stylist that did her hair, and she did a video saying how she never want to work with her again, how she was unprofessional. And when she seen this lady at a Zeus red carpet premiere, she's, she kind of hit the girl on the slide. She sneaked, hit her. And the lady didn't see it coming. So yeah, she's pressing charges, I think, and I believe she's suing her as well. So that's another battery case that she has, under her name. But this girl also been pulled over for having, like marijuana in her presence in another state. So she has a lot of arrests, charges that's under her name. You understand? She's very reckless. And there's no need to be. This girl, like I said, is 23 going on 24. She's not 18 and 19. A lot of people like to enable her, especially her fans, because they're a younger audience. And they always want to throw a pity party for this overly grown young lady who knows right from wrong and she knows better. Okay? She's not this 18, 19 coming out of high school fresh. She knows right from wrong. And she's a mother now. So when you're a mother, you get held to a certain standard. You need to grow up and mature for your son. If you don't do it for you, damn it, do it for your son. But they never, ever like to hold her accountable. Oh, my gosh, she been through this. Her mom been on drugs. And, she has a very bad, a sad sob story. Don't we all? But we still make the right choices. We ain't out here making shit worse. Now, she losing fans because she don't got, back with Blueface, even though he's behind bars. But she's claiming that, she's going to support her baby daddy / ex-boyfriend, ex-lover, abuser, womanizer, all that under the sun. He could beat her down. Like I said, he could, desecrate on her, and she would still love Blueface. She likes that abuse, and a lot of people felt bad when he was beating her down, and physically beating her up. But let's be honest, she started a lot of that, and she's the aggressor. It's not okay for her to hit him. He can't hit her back. But a lot of people play to her sympathy, like they always do, and paint him as a bad guy, which he is bad, and he is, a womanizer and abuser. But she's not innocent either. She abused men, and like I said, she likes to fight and hit too. He has every right to defend himself. But now she's going back to her abuser, and now her fans some of them starting to wake up and see exactly who she really is. She likes this type of drama. So she don't move back into his, rented house. Could be an Airbnb, because they, every time they say they purchasing a home and they own it, they always either getting evicted or they always moving from pillar to post. So I don't believe that he owns a house. I believe she moved in so she could finish, paying, I guess, the house note or the rent on it. That's why she was forced to move in. While, Jade and Alexis, she over here turning up, living her life like, child, I don't care. I'm in the limelight, what I'm saying? I'm having fun. He's locked up. What you want me to do? While, Chrisean Rock over here, trying to, turn a new face here, turn a new leaf with Blueface. And when he get out, he's still gonna dog you out. So now she over there paying his bills and saying, she love her man, and got a face tattoo, and she lost a lot of the followers, which eventually gonna come back because they like her drama. They like what she does. And mind you, she's a mother, and she has a, 6-month-old baby by her side, turned up doing all this reckless behavior. So I hope that she does get at least 2 years in jail. As harsh as it sounds, yeah, she need to get 2 years in jail, get a reality check. You can't be out here putting your hand on people because you're a reality star. You're not a superstar. You're not a celebrity. You are a reality star. And all you do on reality, trashy television is just fight on other women for stupid stuff. That's all you're known for is fighting and cursing. That's it, fighting, and cursing. You could have been a different superstar if you would have stayed in track. You probably could have been running for the Olympics or running on the Olympics. You could have been a track star. But no, you decided to settle to be a baby mama on Zeus Network. And now, child, she got it out with Zeus. She's saying Zeus, she having her own pay disparity. Zeus is underpaying her. You understand, not paying her worth. She said they owe her $200K. Now, what is your worth? Because the only worth you have is fighting. And if they decide to give you $5 or $10,000 per episode, that's still good. You making thousands for fighting and being ghetto ratchet. How much do you think you deserve or what you owed? And none of it is good because, like I said, Zeus is steady getting lawsuits behind the shit that you do to people. You and Jocelyn Hernandez are finally being held accountable for putting your hand on people. They're going to go after you and Zeus. Rightfully so. This is just ridiculous. So if she does, mind you, I heard she's on probation. So remember, if you violate your probation, whatever remaining time that you're supposed to serve, When you violate your probation, you go to jail. And you serve the rest of your sentence in jail. Like her baby daddy Blueface. So putting him in jail at the same time is good for her. And maybe her mother or her sister could raise her son when she decides to act mature and want to be a mother and stop all this fuck shit. But people condone it. They like the fighting and the ghetto ratchetness and the things that she do. And when she hit this young man, he did not deserve to get hit. And luckily, he's not a Blueface. He respect women. And he didn't hit her ass back. Because he would have knocked her teeth out, her other teeth out. That's probably already loose. This girl needs to be stopped and held accountable. So I hope she do at least a year and 2 years the max in jail. I mean, when she get out, guess what? She'll take life seriously. But then she cursed her fans and say how much she makes off of them and how much views she get, and she don't care if they leave. She's always had a snobby attitude. It's like, fuck you. I'm going to ride by my man. I'm glad she cursed her fans out, because that's what they get. That's just what they get. But all right, y'all, I got to go.